Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is the second best Sonic game on the Sega Genesis. The gameplay has vastly improved upon the first game, and I am really excited to do this challenge with Sonic 2. Now that I have conquered Sonic 1 and CD, and now it's time to do Sonic 2. And as I said in the first Ultimate Challenge video, I will be splitting the video series into 5 so that I have more time to relax and work on other projects. So this is part 3 of 5. And alright then, let's get to the point. Here is the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 Ultimate Challenge. Alright, like the last 2 videos, I will be using the Sonic Origins version of Sonic 2 because of the quality of life improvements. We will still be following the 7 Chaos rules. No partner, which, thank gosh, I do not want to babysit Tails. No killing a badnik. If I hit an enemy in one shot and it frees an animal, and it gives me points, I have to restart the level. No Chaos Emeralds, which really hurts because I can't go Supersonic. No checkpoints, I can still hit them, I can't use them as checkpoints. No utilizing Sonic's abilities, this includes spin dashing and drop dashing. I have to use mirror mode, which I am now completely used to. And finally, I can only use Sonic. And with the rules out of the way, let's go destroy Robotnik once again. Emerald Hill Zone Act 1. So basically, like every first level in the classic Sonic games, it will always be simple. And is that coconuts from the adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog? Here, all you really have to do is avoid the chompers and the flying badniks, go through loops and corkscrews, and not even a minute in, and that's an act cleared. Emerald Hill Zone Act 2. Like the previous level, there's not much going on. Damage boost if you have to, avoid the badniks, go through loops, and we make it to the first boss. Dr. Robotnik uses this car, and it's a really easy fight, and that is a zone cleared. Pretty simple so far. Chemical Plant Zone Act 1. Now, this level is not too bad. However, be very careful around the grabbers. If they catch you, you will kill them. So make sure to carefully avoid them. As for the level obstacles, it's simple. Just make sure to carefully maneuver Sonic around the spinies, then go fast, go down a pipe, and all of a sudden, this level's already over. Huh. Chemical Plant Zone Act 2. Now, like the last level, avoid the grabbers and the spinies and go fast, go through the pipes, then we make it to the actual chemical escape. Now, be very careful because you might drown, and nobody likes that. But just try not to die, and we make it to the boss of this level. Hey look, platforms that can dump you to your death. This must be a very hard boss, right? Okay, never mind. Other than that, that's another zone cleared. Aquatic Ruin Zone Act 1. Now this is our water level, and thankfully it does not pull a labyrinth, which is very helpful. You can be on land on the higher platforms, or possibly drown in the lower paths. The badniks are as annoying as always. The pillars make me mad for no reason, And is that grounder for the adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog? And as soon as that, this level is already over. Aquatic Ruin Zone Act 2. Now this time I chose to take the higher route because I do not want to be in water and deal with the enemies. And those stupid pillars. The Robotnik spikes don't get much good either. So I went to the platforms, got annoyed by the bug badniks, and we made it to the boss of this zone, and it was easy. Surprised! And that is another zone cleared. When will these levels get harder? Casino Night Zone Act 1. Okay, I have zero memory of encountering a badnik in this entire level. Heck, I even checked the footage, and oh my gosh, I did not encounter a single badnik in this level. I have no idea how that happened, but it just did. Not having the spin dash was really painful in this level because of the slopes. I had to gradually gain speed to get anywhere. After a few moments of underage gambling, we make it to the end of the level. Casino Night Zone Act 2. Finally, I have encountered one single enemy. I checked the footage again, and I have not seen any more than that one enemy. Meaning that the only thing you have to worry about is being crushed, so just play it normal, minus the spin dash. We make it to the boss, then go to the left, jump, go to the right, jump. Do that 4 more times, and that is another zone cleared. Yeah, this challenge seems like it can't get harder. Yep, I was right. Hilltop Zone Act 1. The badniks in this level were really easy to avoid, and the stage hazards, no problem. The loops scared me for a second, but you can just jump into them. Use the sentient balls as platforms, and still keeping your guard up, and that is another stage cleared. Hilltop Zone Act 2. Like the last act, there is not much to say here. Avoid these fire badniks, use these swings, avoid the lava, you know the jazz. And okay, who put these springs here? Destroy Robotnik, and that is another zone complete. Hopefully this challenge does get harder. An actually challenging level? Thank gosh! Mystic Cave Zone Act 1. Now you had to worry about a lot more things in this level, like this rock crusher, this box, spikes, and the enemies were a fun challenge. This section scared me, and who put these springs here? And the Carlton will have you watching your back at all times. And overall, I had a fun time at this level, and this act is complete. Dang, what a good challenging level! Mystic Cave Zone Act 2. Now, this act deserves the same praise as the last act, and I will praise it again. There's a Newton's Cradle platform, which is really cool. The rock crushers kept me on my toes, the badniks were challenging, and oh, I almost fell into the spikes down here. And after enjoying that amazing level, we make it to the boss, and it was very easy, as usual. But that's another zone cleared. But wait, Sonic has accidentally destroyed a badnik, so now he has to restart the stage. Which is fine, because it's a fun stage, and oh no! I have fell into the spike pit. What am I gonna do? Hidden Palace Zone. This level was by far the best level with this challenge. The water is fair, and the badniks were fun. and I have wanted to take the higher route so that I can avoid the enemies. And Knuckles is gonna be mad. After this amazing level, we make it to the hardest normal boss in the game. After defeating Robotnik by him using a tuba that summons a bomb, that is another great zone cleared. Now, you might say, well, try Proto-Palace Zone. Okay, wait a minute. It does not work. Oh well. Oil Ocean Zone Act 1. This zone was alright, but still being challenging. The octopus badniks were tricky to get around, the jumping platforms were alright, the seahorse badniks are not that bad, and the oil slides are kinda dangerous. Let's just hope that someone does not pull out fire. The pipe scared me because I was worried that I might hit a badnik, but that simply was not the case. And that is another act cleared. Oil Ocean Zone Act 2. Now whatever you do, do not try to cheese this level by swimming in the oil. That never ends well. Like the last act, this is not too different. So as usual, jump onto the platforms, avoid the spikes, push these weird springs to go fast, go through these pipes, or whatever, avoid the badniks, and we made it to our next boss, and oh gosh, this place is gonna burn down! Wait, nothing happened. This is wrong. And that is another zone complete. Let's hope the next one is not so Metropolis Zone Act 1. You really thought that this was going to be a wacky workbench or the labyrinth type of situation. But out of these three zones, this one is the easiest. No one likes the badniks in this level because they are buttholes. But the star badniks does not count as a kill because it kills itself. And damage boosting is really helpful in this level. The Mantis Badnik is just cruel. The spikes suck, the big crabs make me want to punch them back, and sooner or later this act is already done. Thank gosh. Metropolis Zone Act 2. The lava is not that great, and gaining speed is as tedious as always. The badniks suck, you get the deal. The nuts were satisfying though. The licks are there, and I do not have very much to say about this level. And now we are at the boss? Oh well, at least this zone is over. Metropolis Zone Act 3! They really did not have to pull a Sonic one on us. Like the previous two acts, the gears are really there. Avoid the spikes and the badniks, damage boosting helps. These steam things are something, and yeah, there's not much to say about this level. And we made it to the boss of this level. Before doing that, be patient with the platforms. No one wants to restart this act. Robotnik uses the robot stuff and many Robotniks. And no, this does not count as a badnik because it does not give me points or an animal. And this dreadful zone will finally be over. Thank gosh! Sky Chase Zone. After that pain of a zone that was Metropolis, this one is an auto-scroller where Tails is flying Sonic to Robotnik's base, and that's a little challenging. And make sure not to spin, that might kill a badnik, and there are a lot of badniks in this level. So do be careful. damage boosting was the best strategy for the level. It was reliable, and come to think of it, it's a good thing that we're not defeating a badnik, because the animal inside the badnik will die by falling to their death. We see the Wing Fortress pass by, and we make it to the final part of the zone. Avoid more of the badniks, and that's another level cleared. Wing Fortress Zone! Here we are! The final major level in this game, and it's challenging! Thank gosh! The tornado has been shot down, and now Tails has gone down with the tornado, and now Sonic has to traverse this airship. Hey, is that Scratch from the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog? Now we have to do the pole jump to get anywhere in this level, and I have no idea why the fire is not burning Sonic. But oh well, we do a speedrun strat, and we don't have to deal with that many badniks after this. Go through the hooks, and we make it to the boss. And that's it. Tails comes back, and dang, Sonic has really strong arms. He's able to hold onto a rocket ship without falling off. And we are now in space. Let's head to the Death Egg. Here we are. The final zone in the game. Death Egg Zone. We quickly encounter... Wait, hold on. Well, that was helpful. Mecha Sonic Mark 1. My biggest tip is to be patient. Don't be like me and try to quickly defeat it. And that is the first phase done. Robotnik shows off his super speed and jumps into the Death Egg robot. And the real final battle begins. Now this fight shall be legendary. So epic. So awesome. Yeah, that was kinda easy. And with that, Sonic escapes the Death Egg, Tails sees us, and saves Sonic, and Sonic jumps off the plane. He should know that he's gonna fall off. Oh yeah, Eggman has the emeralds. Oh well, they appear with Sonic in the very next cutscene. And that, my friends, is the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 Ultimate Challenge. So before we answer today's question, I have a little bonus. If you select 2-player versus mode, you and a friend can race to see who can beat the level first. And as an added twist, follow mirror mode, no abilities, and the no badnik rules. And whoever fails has to die and restart from the checkpoint. I just felt like including this, but let's go to the outro. Now that this challenge is over, let's answer today's question. Can you beat the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 Ultimate Challenge? Yes! This is the game I recommend for this challenge the most. It is super fun, even if the first few zones are lacking. Anyways, thank you so much for getting so many views for the Sonic 1 video. I can't thank you enough. As for the next video, I honestly don't really know if I will do Sonic 3 next month, but we'll see. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next month. Do 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 do.